Okay, so what we're going to do now is start to make the fingers. So we have to get the forms of the fingers first before we can come in for the details. So let's go ahead and first switch to edit mode, and under meshes, edges, make sure that you still have your shortcut key enabled. Now we made a few, we changed a few settings in the previous lesson. One is that we need to switch this back to global. Make sure snapping is on and you're back on increment over here. So let's go ahead and go to the top view first and shift and middle mouse button to pan this over here. What we want to do is select this edge. So let's switch to the edge select mode, alt key down and just right click this one. Now I'm going to press the period key to home in on it. So this allows you to do the middle mouse button to rotate around. Now if you press the Z key, you can see that when this edge loop goes around underneath, it's actually kind of curving over here. So let's go ahead and correct this. So press the 7 key, press the S key to scale, and then press the X on the X axis and just press 0 and then enter. And it'll just fix that right up. Now let's go back into solid view by pressing the Z key. So what we want to do is now press the V key, and this will just separate it and then right click to get out of it. So this is the same thing that we did for the neck and the toes. So now go ahead and switch to the face select mode first and press the L key by hovering your mouse over here and press L. It'll select this whole object because it's separated from here. Now just zoom in to get the smaller grid units and just move it to the right, 1 and then 2 over here. Now do A to D select. So now notice that when you're in the face select mode, it doesn't matter where your mouse is hovering. When you press the L key, it will always select it. Okay. Now do A to D select. Now if you switch to the edge select mode, now notice we already went over this. If I right click over here and just move my kind of like sneak up on this edge, you'll see that it does select the edge. You don't have to be on top of the edge, right? So A to D select. So that means when you are right smack in the middle over here, when you press the L key down, it's not going to do anything because you just have to sneak up on the edge and it'll select it. A to D select. Same thing with the vertex, right? We know that we just have to be close to a vertex to select it, just like this. We don't have to be right on top of it. So when you press the L key and just sneak up on that vertex, it'll select the whole edge, okay? So I just wanted to make sure you understand how the L key works and how these modes work over here. Anyways, so what we want to do is actually switch the vertex mode select first. We want to delete these edge loops. So I'm just going to show you, if you do Alt, it's going to select this edge loop. And if you do Shift Alt and click on this one, it's going to select all the faces, right? Because this is where in the vertices, everything's getting selected and it's going to connect over here. This is not what we want. So we're going to do Control Z to undo that. Now, if you select on the edge select mode and now do Shift Alt and click on this, you can see that we can get to this edge loop without selecting the faces in the middle. So Shift Alt and go ahead and select these 4 edges. We're going to do X and go ahead and just do dissolve edges. Now it's a good idea to go into this subdivision modifier and just click this off, because over here it can get a little confusing. So we're going to do Alt and right click this one, Shift Alt, click on this one, this one, this one, this and this, X, and we're going to do dissolve edges. So you can see what's happening if you zoom out, that we're going to create the fingers out of this mold over here. Okay, so press the 7 key to go to your top view, go into the vertex select mode, and now go ahead and select on this over here so we can see the vertices in the back. I'm going to do Shift middle mouse button to pan over here. So just do A to select, A to D select everything, press the C key and go ahead and select on this, right click to get out of it. Now press the period key and this will give you the ability to rotate around with the middle mouse button. We're going to do Control 1 and now go ahead and switch this off. We don't need it. So if you zoom out, you'll see that there's another edge loop over here. So I'm going to do Alt and just right click this one, do X and dissolve this edge. Now if you notice, if you click on this, there's a vertex right over here that's above, right? I'm just going to rotate to show you. So what we want is we want this vertex to be aligned with this vertex, right? The same height basically. So if you do Shift and right click this one, you'll see that this vertex now becomes white. So it's the active vertex. Notice where this 3D manipulator is, right? See this? It's in the middle. So now if you do over here active element, which we've used before, notice that the 3D manipulator now jumps to that active element. So this is your visual cue how the active element concept is working over here, right? So now just do Control 1 to come back over here. I'm just going to do S on the scale and press the Z key on the Z axis and press 0 and enter. See that we brought that vertex down and based on this active element over here. Okay, now press the 7 key to go to your top view, shift middle mouse button to pan over here, and go ahead and just right click this vertex again to make this the active vertex, shift and then right click this vertex. So this is now active. So we want this vertex to come over here. So all we have to do is press the S key to scale, press the Y for the Y axis and press 0 and enter. Okay, so now this is a nice rectangle over here, ADD select. Okay, so now we're going to separate out the fingers. So all we have to do is Control R and hover your mouse over here and just scroll your mouse wheel until you get 7 of these. So meaning that if my mouse is here on the center of this edge loop, 3 is above, 3 is below. Left click and then right click to get out of it. Okay, what we're going to do now is separate the fingers out. So all we have to do is Alt and then right click this edge loop. So obviously if I press Z and just rotate it, you can see that it's going to go all the way around over here. Okay, just press the 7 key to go to the top view and press the Z. So hover your mouse over here and you're going to press the V key to separate and then right click to get out of it. Now notice that we have the active element set, so let's go ahead over here and switch this back to median point. We're going to bring this down in the smaller grid units. I'm going to bring it 1, 2, and then 3 over here. Going to do the same thing, Alt and right click this. Now I'm just going to show you, I'm going to do the middle mouse button. Notice that when you do Alt and right click this a second time, it'll select more edges, right? If you do it again, it'll just select this. So just know that you can do that, okay? So we just want this edge loop. Go to your top view over here. Now we're going to bring this up 1, 2, and then 3, okay? Do the same thing over here. Press Alt and then right click this one. Hover your mouse here. Press the V key. Right click to get out of it. And now bring this down 1, 2, and then 3. ADD select. So I'm going to do Alt and then right click this one and then do 1, 2, 3. Shift middle mouse button to pan over here. Press the Alt key and right click this one. Hover your mouse here. Press V. Right click to get out of it and then do 1, 2, and then 3. Now press Alt and click on this one. We're going to take this up 1, 2, and then 3. So we want to move this edge down 1, 2, 3 over here too, right? And we don't want to actually move it from here. So the way to do this, or what we're going to do, is simply click on this mode over here so we can see the vertices in the back. Press the C key and go ahead and just reselect this one with the left mouse button and select these. Okay, make sure you get all of them. You can do the middle mouse button to make sure that you selected all this. Press the 7 key. So now we're going to just shift this whole thing up 1, 2, and then 3. You can see that it just equalizes it. ADD select. So we can do that also over here in the bottom. Press the C key, select this one and select this one. Right click to get out of it and bring this down 1, 2, and then 3. And then ADD select. Okay, so now we're going to create the fingers over here. So just do Alt and only right click this one time. So if I do the middle mouse button to show you, it'll just do it like this. So if I press F, it'll just create a face over here. Now press the 7 key to go into your top view, ADD select. Just do Alt and click on this. Now again, you don't have to do exactly what I say, right? You can do the C key and you could have just done it this way too, right? And just do F, ADD select. So if I do the C key, select on this one, do F, it'll do the same thing. But this is faster, just do Alt and right click and do F, ADD select. The Alt right click here, F, ADD select. Alt right click here, F, and ADD select. Okay, so now what we're going to do is actually resize the fingers to the correct length. So making sure that this is still on, right? You can see the ghost image of the vertices in the back. You're just going to press the C key and select on this one, and this one. Right click to get out of it. Now you have to just zoom out so you don't get the smaller grid units. You're going to take it in one time over here. press the C key, do the middle mouse button to deselect, right click to get out of it, bring it down one time over here, press the C key, middle mouse button, right click to get out of it, and take it over here. Now do shift middle mouse button to pan over here and zoom in to get the smaller grid units. You're going to bring this in 1, 2, and then 3, and then A to deselect. Now move over here, press the C key, select on this, right click to get out of it. Now you're going to bring this out 1, 2, 3, and then 4. A to deselect. So now we're going to select this whole object over here. So we know that we, in the vertex mode, we can just hover your mouse over here and just press L, right, near our vertex. It'll select it. Now press the C key and go ahead and select this vertex too, right over here. We're going to bring this in 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, and then A to deselect. Now press the L key near our vertex over here. It'll select this. Take this up 1, 2, 3, and then 4. A to deselect. Press the L key again near vertex and do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. A to deselect. Lastly, just click on this one and only take it up one nudge over here. Now, since you already have this selected, we're going to now switch back to the active element over here. Just zoom in, press the C key, and you're going to select all these 3 vertices. I'm just going to show you, if I do the middle mouse button to rotate, this is what I'm selecting. Okay, go back to your top view. So we're going to now come over here, do the shift key, and right click to deselect, and then select it back. You note that because the 3D manipulator jumped over here, that you have actually reselected that vertex. You can do the middle mouse button to make sure that you have. It doesn't matter which vertex it is, top or bottom. It just needs to be here. Press the 7 key over here to go back to your top view. Now you're going to press the R key to rotate, and you're just going to do 1 and then 2. And then the left mouse button. Now do A to deselect. I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to do L to select this island, press the C key, select on these 2. I'm going to shift, right click this one to deselect and reselect it back so I can visually see the 3D manipulator jumped over here. You're going to do R to rotate and then one time like this and then A to deselect. Okay, now we're going to press the C key again, click on this one, right click to get out of it. Now go ahead and now switch this back to a median point. We're going to bring this up 1, 2, 3, 4, A to deselect, press on this one, C, and 1, 2, shift middle mouse button to pan, A to deselect, press the C key, select it, right click to get out of it, do 1 and then 2, A to deselect, press on the C key, click on it, right click to get out of it, 1, 2, shift middle mouse button to pan, A to deselect. Now on this one, when you select it, just bring it up only one time over here and then A to deselect. Okay. So now let's rotate this and actually click this off. We don't need to see this. So switch to edge select mode. Let's go ahead and select on these edges over here, all these top edges. Now go to your front view. In the smaller grid units, I'm going to bring this down 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, now rotate and then deselect these 2 edges over here. I'm going to go back to the front view again. Now bring this down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Now rotate over here. Go ahead and just rotate it again. Deselect these 2. Go back to your front view. Bring it down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Middle mouse button to rotate. Deselect this one. Now do Control 1 to get on this side and just bring it down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Okay. Now just rotate over here. What you want is really just this edge over here, and we want this edge over here, and we want this edge over here. Okay, we're not going to select this edge. Now do Control 1, and you're going to bring this down 1 and 2, 3. Do the middle mouse button to rotate. Deselect these 2. Control 1. Bring this down 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, A to deselect. Okay. So now what we want to do is actually select this edge and then middle mouse button to rotate, select on this one and press the F key. It'll select the face, right? But if you think about it, we can actually do this from the top here. If you press the 7 key, go into vertex select mode and making sure that this is on so we can see the vertices in the back, A to deselect, just press the C key, select these 2 guys, right click to get out of it, press F, right? This is the quicker way of doing it. Press C, do this, press F, and then A to deselect. Okay, And now I'm just gonna switch this off over here. Okay, so next what we want to do is let's go ahead and Control R. We're gonna left click and right click. Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch this back on over here because we're gonna start connecting this stuff back up. So if I do the Alt key over here, right, actually let's go ahead and select on the edge select mode. Same thing, if you press Z, you can see that this is what we selected. Now look over here, it says edges, we have 26 edges. Now if I do Alt and click on this one, you can see that we have 20 edges. So this is something that we've done before, right, how to connect this. So just go into the top view over here. So where this is, if I click on this one, right, I'm gonna go over here, count 1, 2, 3, and then 4. Do Control A, 1, 2, click on this one, Control A, 1. Now do Control R. Now notice that if you have to hover your mouse like this, right, to get this, but you already know that it's going to wrap around like this, so you can even hover your mouse right over here to make it a little easier so it doesn't snap like that. So left click and right click. Shift middle mouse button, go ahead and put everything back, Control A, 1, 2, Control A, 1, Control A, 1, Control A, 1, and then 2. Now come over here, you're here, here, and then here. Now do Control A, okay? So it's gonna turn around. I'm gonna do the middle mouse button over here like this. I'm just tapping it to turn around like this, okay? So on this one over here, you're here and then here, do Control A, 1, 2, do the same thing, Control A, Control R, left click and right click, and then put these two guys back like this. Control A and then Control A, 1, 2. Okay, then over here we're going to click on this and do Control A one time. Now if I do Control R, you can see that what it's going to do is if I do left click and right click, see, it's actually just coming back over here. This means that we can now connect these two guys. So now if I do Alt, and you can see that we have 26 edges, Shift Alt and click on this. Now do W, and we're just going to do bridge edge loops, and it's going to connect. So we're not going to touch anything right now over here. Click on this one, Control A, 1, and then 2. Now come over here, click on the face select mode, click on these faces over here, this one too, and just do W smooth, and only going to do 1 and then 2, and just do tab because we're going to come back in here later. Okay, ADD select. Now go ahead and do Control R and edge 3 edge loops, left click, right click, Control R, left click, right click, Control R, left click, right click, Control R, left click, and then right click. Now click on the face select mode and just do Alt key down and right on this edge, click it. Now just do W smooth. We're going to do 1 and then 2. Now go to your top view over here, click on this, do Control A, actually let me press the 7 key to go to a top view. Do Control A, 1 and then 2. Now I'm going to click on this one, Control A, 1 and then 2. Now notice that how this is moving. Now if I click on this one, Control A, 1, 2, we're basically kind of like taking it diagonally. So I've shown this to you before where we can move it any way that we want. We're going to click on this one, Control A, 1 and then 2. Okay, we're going to move it there. Now do Control 1 to go to the outside view over here. You're going to click on this one, click this one, and you're going to zoom out to get the big grid units. Punch it down one time. This is to build pressure. I'm going to do Control and plus sign. And Shift and deselect these guys. Come over here. Select on these guys. Now do W smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 8. Click on this one. Do W smooth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm going to actually leave this like this. And we're going to continue on from in the next lesson. So I'm just going to do File and save this. Remember, you can save it as 14.1 or 14.2 or whatever. I'm just going to do save. So I'll see you in the next lesson. Thank you.